79 out of 80. I have 79 out of 80, and I have no idea where the last one is. This is yet another annoyingly BS collectibles trophy that for some reason in Sonic X Shadow Generations I am tasked with running around collecting nuts and bolts as if I'm Ratchet and friggin' Clank or something. Why, Sega? Was the Chaos Emeralds, medals, keys for the chests, and then actually using said keys on the chests to open them in order to get the music, character bios, artwork, and all the other junk collectibles not enough for you, that you felt the need to add yet another collectible for this stupid rocket that these dumb robots are trying to rebuild? I mean, I've already spent hours grabbing all of the other collectibles in the game, so we may as well just pad out the runtime further and make me waste even more time doing Ratchet's job, mightn't we? What's next, Sonic Team? Are we going to have to find precursor orbs or magic mushrooms in the next Sonic game for The Rocket Has Been Completed trophy is unlocked by helping the robots rebuild the rocket ship found in the white space hub world of the Shadow part of the game, and you do this by finding 80 nuts and bolts that have been scattered all over the hub world. We're talking down a dark alleyway, in the water, up high on buildings, hidden in corners, up on hard to reach ledges, underground, you name it. There's probably one or two of these suckers hidden somewhere like that in the hub world. So yeah, it's a simple but oh so annoying collectible trophy, and while 80 isn't as bad as it could have been, it still is rather a lot to find, and Sonic Team have made several mistakes when it comes to this trophy and collectible type. That just turns this into a slog. Firstly, the map is absolutely awful, and none of these bolts are marked on it or even ticked off once you've found them. There's no power-up or treasure map that you can buy or unlock to reveal all of their locations either, so you are forced to just run all over the white space on land, sea and air to try and just spot them naturally, which is just BS. And as you can imagine, it might not seem that bad in the beginning, as you'll regularly spot one or two as you move around the hub world's levels. However, when you get down to your last 5 or so of these bolts left, you'll really wish the game tracked these and let you know their locations, because good luck trying to find those needles in a giant haystack that is the white space hub world. It's just BS, and it adds even more time and tedium to this already frustrating and boring collectibles trophy. I mean, would it really have been so hard, Sega, to track them or give me a radar or map with all the locations? I mean, come on. Thankfully, the bolts do glow gold, so they can be easy to spot if you're pretty much on top of them, but just like Sonic Frontiers, this game still suffers from a lot of pop-in, so they'll only really be visible once you're pretty much right on top of them anyway, so you can't really climb up to the highest point of the map and then just look out into the distance and spot them all glowing, so it kind of just fails in that respect. And there's still a fair few that are really sneaky ones that are tucked into corners of the map or placed up high on hard to reach areas, so I found it easier to use the Doom Wings to try and get all of those ones on the ledges, as it was a lot easier to get up there. There's also a few annoying ones that are hidden in crates too, but there's so few of those out of the 80 that you'll likely forget they're even hidden in those boxes in the first place, and totally forget that that's an actual thing this game does. I'd say for this trophy, the worst thing you can do is grab them as you see them while playing through the Shadow story. You're better off just beating the game without picking up a single one, and then just use a video guide on YouTube to find them all back to back. That way you won't waste time watching the video guide grab like 50 odd of them that you've already found before the ones you need finally show up. I just really didn't enjoy this trophy, and my last few were a pain to find. One of them, the second to last one, was in a crate, and yes, by that point I'd totally forgotten it was a thing. damn it. And the other was a joke, as after searching all over the hub world for almost 20 minutes, I finally just gave up and returned to the rocket, just hoping for a miracle, thinking it was maybe even glitched and about to just give up, only to find that, well, it was right behind me all this time, laughing every time I came back here to this rocket to drop off the bolts, knowing that it was just so close to me and right under my nose. So yeah, it was quite a relief once I grabbed that last one, but at least I get the trophy and see this awesome looking rocket take off.
Excellent.
What? A clock? But... So this was just a joke? Am I a joke to you, Sega? You made me do all of that for a stupid flicky clock joke. So sure, you do get like 4 collectibles from it, which helps you get another trophy whenever you reach certain bolt milestones, but other than that, the main payoff for finding all 80 of these bolts was just a dumb bait and switch joke? So the bolts just end up being a collectible for a trophy or two? And a cheap, lame joke? Honestly, that just sucks. That's 2 hours of my game time spent getting all of these that I can't get back. Why? Why, Sega? So, for that reason, the rocket has been completed trophy in Sonic X Shadow Generations deserves its BS rating of